So how are we doing, my friend? Let's see. Look safe, look safe, look safe, look safe. What's up, Mr. Bob Nasty? Are you really that nasty? Just going through a little bit of emails here, guys, while I'm waiting for people to shoot through. See what you guys got to say today. Haha, Mr. Gunners Collector, what's going on, Playboy? All right, let's see. Audio is low. I will fix that right away. There we go. That should make my audio sound much better, right? Thank you for that. There, I will put you on the payroll here pretty soon. All right, Mr. Dick Mallory. All right, man. Let's get this thing going on, man. Sounds great, man. Sounds great, Playboy. Come on now. We good now, G. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's you miss one button over here, you miss another button over here, and your whole sound is kind of terrible, man. So today is what is this? Tuesday the 15th, players. Tuesday the 15th. Let's see who else is in the house. I just got off a nice long day's work. We were out there doing some shotcrete in like 100-degree weather out in the Hollywood Hills right before the valley, and it was hot, man. I got to give credit to all the shotcrete guys from STS, my whole crew, Big Rooster, Chulo Beach. What else we had in the house? I got Jose, Big Pun, Creeper. I got Mr. Ray, who was doing the traffic, and what else? I got Mr. Santi, of course, man. Yeah, these guys are out there straight busting ass. Turn that off real quick. It was hot, homie. It was hot. We poured some concrete, and I think the last truck came like around 3:30, 4 o'clock, man. So to all you construction workers out there that are busting your hump in this heat, especially, this is when you guys are earning your money, especially if you're out in the, what do we call it? We call it the Midwest or just the West, boy, the West. Yeah, Arizona's got to be hitting about 110. Yeah, so today was actually the first day. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to connect my Bluetooth to make sure I'm connected over here. Let me see. That way we could take some phone calls in a little bit and talk about this. The new mandates came out, and for the most part, you don't have to wear the máscara. Connected. Okay, cool. We're good to go. You don't have to wear the máscara, carnal. The máscara is gone, homie. We can come back out to the real world, man. I work construction. I can tell you, I absolutely hate those face masks. I don't even use those real heavy duty ones. I use the ones that are, I think they call them like gator necks or something, right? If you go to the hospital, they got to give you the real thick ones. Well, I know today was the mandate, especially in California, that the mask mandate is gone. The 6-foot mandate on outside is gone. The only time there's like the mask and I don't know, social distancing, but they're calling it like super events or something like that, where you got to sit there in a, where you got to sit there when you have more, when you got like 5,000 people or more, right? Those are the ones that are supposedly still mandated to wear a mask. Right now, I just came back from Smart and Final. I took my mask, I wore it here on my wrist, right? And I said, today's the day. I don't got to wear a mask. Sure enough, I walked in there, and as I'm walking in there, I see everybody and their mama con las máscaras puestas, todos así. They're all fucking Batmaned out or lucha libre out, right? So I walk in there, and I'm looking around. I already see a couple people looking at me. Whatever, go get my cervecita, get the White Claws. Watch out for the White Claws, people. Go get my stuff. I'm going to do a road trip tomorrow, right? So I'm getting ready for my road trip and, getting my stuff ready for tomorrow's nice little drive. And I'm going around. I went through the whole store. Literally, I went through pretty much the whole store. And everybody saw me. I did not see one single person. It was like I was the leper there. I didn't see one single person in there not wearing their mask. Everybody was wearing their mask. So I obviously assumed, I said, man, they're going to probably tell me something. And I'm not going to be that fucking Karen Cholo. No, I had, like I said, I had it right here on my wrist. If they would have said, hey, guy, you got to put a mask on, I would have said, absolutely no problem. And here we go. No problem. And I would have asked them, when is your mask policy going to end? Because me personally, if I have a market that's close to me and I got another market that may be, I don't know, a mile or two away from me, I'm going to make it a point to go to the market that doesn't mandate me to wear a mask, all right? That's just my personal opinion. I'm not telling anybody else to do it. You guys can do what you want. But I will say this. If I do go to a place that has a mask policy and I'm not going nowhere else, I'm in their house, man. I'm in their house. It's their house. It's their rules. If they say I have to wear a mask, I will wear the mask. You know, I won't be all pissed off. Like, whatever, I'll put it on. But like I said, if I find a place that's just as far from my house, let's say from the left, west, east, whatever, north, south, either way you go, and it's the same distance from my house, or maybe just a little bit farther out, I will make that extra trip and pay that extra fucking $5 in gas nowadays, huh? Hey, Biden, what's going on? I would pay that extra $5 in gas to go to a market that's farther out that doesn't make me wear the mask, man. Because, I mean, I think it's over with, brother. I don't understand. To me, it's like they just keep prolonging it, and it's ya es puro pedo, güey. No chingues. All these places are open. So Dodger Stadium, you could be in there. I think the Lakers are doing it. Disneyland's pretty much open. Everybody's pretty much open, but they still have the little, well, they just open it up already, man. Just admit it. We went this far. We did. We went. California was one of the most regulated states, and it always is, but unless it comes to some of their policies, right? It's one of the most regulated states, and we did a great job. California did a great job. California sat there, was on lockdown when most states, well, not most, when a lot of states weren't on lockdown anymore. Unfortunately, a lot of businesses went out of business because of it. But now that this COVID thing is over, I mean, come on, guys. Let's get back to business. Drunken Chef, I will hit you up for that the special sauce, carnal. People don't want to deal with that drama. Yeah, but it's not drama. It's kind of simple, man. Okay, so you got walking around like this with it. Somebody tells me, "Hey, guy, you need to wear a mask." You know what the drama is? No problem. Here you go. I'll put it on and I'll say, "Can I ask you a question?" They'll be like, "Yeah, sure. What's up?" I'll be like, "When do you guys see you guys taking off this mask thing?" And most likely they'll say, "Oh, I don't know. There's just policies." And that's about as far as I'm gonna push it. There are some other people though that they will take it far. They're going crazy. I'm not sure. I want to say Georgia, but I may be just full of shit here. But I want to say it was 2 days ago. This guy got into it, and I'm not even sure it's a guy, but I'm almost sure it is. This guy got into an argument with a cashier and killed the cashier, homie. Got the gun out over a stupid mask. Now that's just dumb. That is just dumb. You done took somebody's life who's just trying to make a living and do their jale, and their jale is maybe to tell you, hey man, you got to put a mask on, and that's it, man. And then he got into a shooter with the cops. The guy that killed the cashier did not die, but that is senseless, dumb stuff, man. But this is the problem that I have with the mask mandate. You're opening it up to situations like that. You're opening up where people are gonna get into arguments because just like how I went into that Smart and Final and I was like, I'm not wearing this mask. There's people that have that attitude, but they have an attitude saying, if somebody tells me something, I'm gonna tell them to F off. That's the thing. Let me plug in this thing real quick before my Wi-Fi dies out, man. Live and learn, people. Oh yeah, now we're super speed, man. I'm not gonna be the Cholo Karen, homeboy. Talking about Karen. Did you guys know that the name Karen, I don't know if I said this last time, has dropped from the list like very high. It used to be like top in the 1,000s. Karen's in like the 2,000 or 3,000, man. So we screwed up the name Karen. I mean, nobody wants to be a Karen anymore. That sucks, homeboy. That sucks. All right, see what you guys talking about today, homeboy. Mr. Low Street, what's up, loco? Hey, Mr. Low Street. Always great to see you, carnal. He's a loyal member. Thank you very much, brother. What's up, homie? Went to the store. I mean, that means you never went to any tienda. It means you never went anywhere or maybe I don't know where you live, but if you live anywhere near California or any kind of states, everybody was wearing masks, homeboy. This is the land of the free, not the Nazi. Well, I won't. I'm not gonna sit here and even compare. Oh, wearing a mask is like a Nazi. Nah, it's not a Nazi. It's just scared politicians that don't have the backbones to just make up their mind. Listen. It's either you're going to open it or you're not going to open it because you already did this. Oh, we're going to go to this level. We're going to go to that level. We've been through all the levels. Most of the people are vaccinated. The ones who are not going to get vaccinated are not, well, some will. They're also now giving lottery. They're giving out some vacations, like some beautiful vacations to Palm Springs. Pretty sure there'll be the Bahamas. Everybody's giving stuff away to get the vaccine. And that's kind of That's kind of sketchy to me, dude. When somebody's trying to tell you, hey, you need to take the vaccine, especially seeing the numbers where they're at now. Because before, remember, it was all about the numbers. It's about the numbers. The numbers just spiking. We're all gonna die. You better hide it. It was just crazy. It was crazy. Everybody was scared. People thought that the money was gonna end. West Coast Graffiti was going to the bank and pulling all the change and pennies because he said there's not gonna be any more money. Buy gold. It was going nuts. It was going nuts. America was going crazy, homeboy. And for a right reason. We all thought the world was gonna end. This thing was gonna kill us. Everybody got into a huge fear. And to some people, that reality did come true. I understand that. But that's just like anything in life. For some people, certain realities kick in and it kills them. But for the majority of America, aside from being on lockdown, maybe some places is not working, going, being broke because you have to go into your savings. Some people don't have savings, so they got to go into their credit card. They got to get more into debt. Aside from all that pain and suffering, most people just went about their lives, man. That's most people. And like I said, I understand for the people that didn't. But now it's time we followed the rules. We kept our part of the bargain. Now it's time for these politicians, especially, I don't know, but like Texas, shout out to Texas, man. You guys kicked ass. You guys opened up before. Tenían huevos los tejanos, and Texas put in work, man. And Texas opened it up. And to me, I always said, Texas is the guinea pig. That's our hill. Not the hillbilly cousin. Texas, the hillbilly cousin that would say, I don't care, son of a bitch, I'm gonna do this. And I said, all right, I'm watching Texas, and I did. As soon as Texas opened up, I'm watching Texas, and I'm thinking, all right, if this is real, all these fools in Texas are gonna get it. It's gonna come back like a plague. It never happened. So if Texas can open up, and this was at least 2 months ago, maybe more, Texas has had big fights, big events. I want to say what's his name? Canelo fight was over. There was like over 50,000 people. They had big, huge events in these places, and the numbers haven't gone up. In other words, that tells me that's it, dude. It's over. It's done. I'm sure there's still some small cases because now what they're telling you, oh, it's the D variants, or something like that. Which is actually it's another fancy word for the India variant because that's where they're finding it. In India, they're having a big thing, but India's population, India's like just their way of living out there is so horrible for so many people because in India you have literally two classes. And I say America's getting there, but India literally has you're either rich or you're super poor. Straight up, they don't have a middle class, and that's what makes America great. We have a middle class. Over there, you have these huge billion-dollar buildings, and I mean people with money, with Ferraris, with Lamborghinis, just extravagant shit, and they look down on places that you and I, even that you come from the hood, you'll be like, oh my God, dude. Their sewer line, literally in some of these places, is, you know how you see that little V swale? It's called a V gutter, right? Or a swale. When you go let's say you go to Target and you see that thing, that's when it rains, it's where the water flows and it goes out. And it's only like so deep. Well, in India, that's where all the sewage goes. When I mean sewage, that's where all the poo-poo and pee-pee goes, homie. That's how bad India is. And a lot of they have slums. Remember Slumlord or some millionaire? That's how they literally have some major slums. So I could see how India's could get, a little worse, obviously, because just alone, they're living in absolute filth, a lot of those people, unfortunately, because their government's ganking them and the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And that's hopefully something that doesn't crack off over here, people. There you go, the Delta variant. And they're telling you, you better take it. The Delta variant is going to get you. The Delta variant is coming for you. Because I'm one of those. I am not vaccinated. I know some people say, Gil, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? I went this far with it, man. I work with people, all kind of people. Today, I worked with probably 12, 15 guys that I'm never really around. I would say 80% didn't have masks on. They're just working. They've been working with all kind of crews every other day, too. They haven't really got... in construction, you have to work next to a person. It's not like an office job, or it's not like a certain type of job that doesn't need you to be next to a person. But when you're in construction, you're literally like, if I'm explaining something to somebody, I'm there looking at some rebar, I'm like, hey, dude, come here. And this guy's face is right here because we got to look at what we're doing. Or another guy's holding a bar while other guy's tying it. We are face to face all day long in construction. And out of my whole crew, I want to say one guy, Big Ray. He's the only one that got sick. And luckily, it wasn't that bad for the gentleman. He came back to work after 2 weeks, and that was it, man. Like I said, I'm not trying to minimize the whole thing, but now we are where we are. This is June 15th, right? The third bag gang. What's up? No, I got. This is June 15th, and this is supposed to be our D-Day if we're going to or we're not gonna get rid of the mask, people. So I want to hear from you guys. I want to see what you guys are talking about. To mask or not to mask? That is the question. I mean, before you get the shot, do your homework on it. No, I'm not. Listen, man. I think people. No, Leandro Rosales. I did not get the vaccine. I did not. So yeah, but that's another thing they're gonna use. It's on the honor system, man. You're supposed to go in these stores, and only people who've been vaccinated can take their mask off. Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and put it on just because they're telling me, because all they're trying to do is say you need to get vaccinated. I will wait. I've waited this long. I'm okay, thank God, right? So I'm not gonna sit here and get a vaccine that we really don't know, man. We really it's just too quick, too soon. So like I said, I'm waiting, homeboy. John Gio, thanks for the membership, player. I took my mask off already, but I'll keep it in my pocket. You never know. Exactly. And I think that's the right etiquette to do, is to carry it with you. Turn this up real quick. Carry it with you. That way, if somebody does ask you, hey man, can you put your mask on? Yeah, I put my mask on. I got no problems putting my mask on, homie. Let's see. Ta-da. What's up with politics? What are you gonna do? Big West Side. I don't know exactly what that means. Man. I'm just watching with Boo Boo from Maravilla. Oh man, yeah, that was a real good interview, man. There's a lot of real good interviews back there that some of you guys haven't probably watched. Boo Boo Maravilla is a great one. The homie Clever from MS. He went up against the feds. The feds were trying to give him like 20 something life or some crazy thing, man. He fought it for a few years in the I don't know if it's the feds or the county jail somewhere in I think it was like in Colorado or something like that, and he just got done dirty. But you can see how they try to set him up. So there's a couple good ones in there, man. You guys just got to go in the archives, cause now go in there and check it out, man. Shit, I work in the fields. How does fuck? Oh man, I bet, brother. Listen, shout out to all you guys who work in the fields, man. That's what brings us our food. That's what brings us our stuff, homie. Mr. Luis Peraza, that's what's up, man. Thank you for that $5 donation, carnal. I'm gonna keep it dancing, homeboy. I'm gonna keep it dancing. Let's see what we got, man. I'm stuck here. Here we go, player. All right, so what we got? I work on the railroad, swinging sledgehammers all day, bro. It's hot as fuck out there. They want us wearing masks. Yeah, like that. No, man. Okay. Out here, I don't know if you're from California, brother, but the mandate is supposed to be, that's it. You don't have to wear them. I mean, there's like, again, every company has their right to choose. I think Beverly Hills is still making people wear masks. As a matter of fact, I heard today that in Beverly Hills, there's this job site that they gave the place already like $8,000 in fines. They're pushing the hell out of these masks. But the thing is this, most people that push the hell out of these masks don't work out in the, like, especially construction or any kind of hard labor outside. When you're hard labor outside wearing those masks, no, man, it's already hot enough and bad enough, but come on now. Smash that. People, hit that like button. Hit that motherfucking like button. I don't know what's so hard. Hit that like button, homie. I hate people who say you don't love your family for not wearing a mask or having a vaccine. Yes, I do not. No, I know what you mean. Listen, they'll say all kind of stuff just to get you what they want. Shit, they'll give you free. They'll give you some vacations nowadays, players. So yeah, I don't know about that cryptocurrency. I do not know about that, Luis Garcia, man. I think cryptocurrency is too easy to hack. It's too easy to manipulate. There's this one guy I saw in the news about a month ago, cryptocurrency, had his money like in a type of Robinhood type cryptocurrency, 30 racks, homeboy. $30,000 they took out of his account and they put it somewhere else, all because they got his password. He tried to ask the guys from that cryptocurrency company, and they said, no, read our fine print. We are not responsible, la, 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 which pretty much means what? And then he tried to go to the FBI. You know what the FBI pretty much told him? See, wait, keep going with that cryptocurrency, because the feds, they don't want that. The feds, the more that cryptocurrency goes up, the less, let's say, American money goes up. But the beauty of American money, this is when I'll invest in cryptocurrency. The beauty of American money and putting money in American banks, it's federally insured. All right. So let's say a bank is insuring you for $100,000. Some people may not know this, so pay attention. If let's say whatever it is, it might be a $200,000, but to make it easy, we'll say $100,000 max, right? So let's say you have $100,000 in Chase Bank, right? Well, if you had 150,000 and some shit crashed and that money's gone, well, they'll give you $100,000. They will insure up to $100,000. So some people put, and I'm sure the number's higher, will put money in different banks, that way it doesn't go. Well, if I had fraud in one of my debit cards last week. They said that I spent some money in a city that I'm not even close to. So I told them, no, I did not. So what happens? All right, no problem. Check it. Okay. All right, Mr. Hall, don't worry. We'll reimburse you the money. Your card has been frozen. Blah, blah. That money's insured. Now, could you imagine if I called my cryptocurrency guys, hey, somebody stole a couple $100? They'll be like, sorry about your luck. Because there's nothing backing that stuff. I know some people are making good money, great money, and more power to them. But me personally, the rule is kind of like a Vegas rule. One of the Vegas rules is, if you don't know the rules of the game or how to play it, don't play it, because it's going to be a sucker bet and you're going to end up finding yourself short of money, homeboy. So, yeah, I'm good with that, man. Let's see. Biggest bags or amp? I don't know, carnal. I don't know, man. When you have 100K or more in Chase Bank, they give you a special account. You're a special client. There you go, homeboy. You're a special client. And at least it's insured, man. Okay. Mr. 710 said, I'm going to become rich off crypto. Yeah, I hope so, homie. I hope so, carnal. I don't trust it. I just don't. Maybe that's just me. Okay, I got you. I got you, son. I got 2 hours, man. Where your mask, ain't nothing wrong with it. Nah, but see, that's my choice, Junior. Wear your mask. My choice is, I don't want to wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. It's like telling somebody it's summertime and, hey, wear pants. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but I choose to wear shorts. I choose to wear sandals. The COVID is gone and everything else is open, so I don't want to wear it, man. If you guys want to call in real quick, 818-538-933. What the heck is that? 9330, man. But I don't. So make sure to use your turn. All right, let's see what you got, man. If I had 100K, it wouldn't be in the bank. It would be invested. Yeah, but when you're investing it, it's in some kind of bank account. It's in something that is insured. But then again, no, the investments are not really insured either. So I wouldn't put my whole $100,000 into investments, because you can come up short, homeboy. Please wear it. I had COVID. Wish you all the best. Listen, Junior. No, he's not a sheep. I completely agree. I understand that. I know some people that had it and it was real bad. I don't know what your health situation is, but it seems to be that a lot of times people who are not as healthy are the ones that get it worse, and those are the ones that have more risk. But that comes with anything, man. That could come like saying somebody who's a boozer and has been boozing all his life, and now his kidneys are going. Now he's gonna tell me, Gil, don't drink beer, man. It'll kill you. I said, yeah, if you drink that much, it's going to kill you, brother. Just like some guy who eats hamburgers all day long and he's dying of diabetes, and I see me eating a burger and says, hey, Gil, don't eat a burger. It's going to kill you. Well, yeah, if you eat that many, it's going to kill you. So it's kind of, if you kind of take care of yourself, you're in moderation, I think, I don't think it's going to get you, homeboy. That's just my thoughts on it. What's up, Gil? How's it do? I'm doing good, brother. Doing good. Like I said, had a nice long day-to-day working, but overall, I'm healthy. It's good. The mask mandates are off. I'm trying to figure out people. We got one gentleman here that wants them. I think most people do not, man. But it was America. Saludos to North Hollywood. What's up, Edward? How you doing, player? I do. Okay, Feiner Lokes, ¿cómo estás, carnal? Hey, those stickers I'm going to shoot out tomorrow, Feiner Lokes. So you guys should be getting it hopefully by Friday or something. If not, maybe Saturday, brother. So I got you guys one of the big ones and a couple of small ones, man. Hey, Feiner Lokes, I do deliveries and I can't fucking breathe with the mask in this heat. Again, I'm telling you, the heat, brother. No, it should be done, man. The mask thing should be done. We should just get all these masks, burn them. But you know what's gonna happen? And it was funny because I had this conversation with my wife like maybe a month or two ago. And I told her, I said, what's gonna happen is this is gonna be like China. If you notice, there was already a good number of older Asian people. You would see them in the car. They would have their mask on. They have their gloves on. They're all protected. And this was way before COVID. This was years before. And that's because China has a lot of, I'm sure has a lot of crazy diseases going on over there because how many people they got and the same thing, they got a bunch of pollution. So I'm sure they got issues over there as well. There we go. So I hope it doesn't turn into that, but it actually might. It's going to turn into people just putting the mask on normally. Because listen, I don't want to go to I don't want to go to a restaurant where I have to wear a mask. Before, like I said, I understand. We did what we had to do. We, as the community, as the citizens, as whatever you want to call us in California, in the United States, we did what they asked of. We all pretty much did it. Yeah, there was a couple locals that went nuts, and that's in anything, right? But we pretty much did what they asked us. So now it's time for the government to just, ease off, homeboy. Let us get back to normal, brother. Let's get back to normal. Let's get back to having concerts, having this, having that. Because you know what? Life is short, players. Life is short, man. Let's see what you got. Luis Brasa, I'm fucking over the mask. Yo, vale, but he said Berg, but he's really saying Verg. Yeah, brother. Yeah, okay, people. The mask gets the big chorizo, homeboy. That's what the mask is getting. The mask is getting the big chorizo. So I think overwhelmingly over here, the cholos and the dirtbags we have over here are saying they don't want to wear a mask. And I'm down with that, man. I need an American Cholo sticker for my car. Email me, man. Right now I only got real small ones. I got some big ones, but I'm trying to give those to a lot of people who donated the last time. So some of the members, but eventually I'll make some more. But if you want some small ones, I got some real small ones. If not, I'll figure out how much the cost is to make these big ones and mail them out. The mail is not that much. They cost more than they do to mail out. Edward Alcalar. Saludos, Gil. What's going on, homie? Nothing much, brother. Another beautiful day. Living the dream, homeboy. That's what I try to do, brother. I try to live the dream. Life is short. Life can be very sweet. Life can be very horrible. It all depends where you want to take it, carnal. And that's what we're trying to teach here. But today, where to what is gone? Yeah, I don't know. The COVID will never be gone. They have that Delta variant, they're saying. And the next one they're saying is you need to get a booster shot. At this point, it's about making money, man. It really is. It's about making money. Like the government is sitting here saying, oh, we're going to give, what do they say? We're going to give, I think third world countries, it was like over 500 million here, 100 billion here. All this stuff, what it is, they're just buying it from the pharmaceutical companies and they're shipping out to these third world countries. If this thing was that horrible by now, do you not think all these people in the third world country would have been dying by now? I mean, it's been well over a year, brother. Pretty much who got sick was going to get sick. Who died was going to die. It sucks, but that's the reality of it. It's like anything else, man. People get into car accidents all the time. People, we put seatbelts, but are we gonna stop driving cars? No. Motorcycles in certain states, you got to wear a helmet. Are we gonna stop driving motorcycles? Absolutely not. You get plane accidents all the time. Are we gonna stop flying? No. It's just part of doing business, and part of doing business is getting back on track. And getting back on track means moving along with the world, doing our thing. Oh, let me see. I had it on silent here.
Call from.
What's going on, brother? What you want to talk about? Oh, man. What's going on, Playboy? Talk to me.
Hey, buddy. How was Saturday? The event. Yeah.
Oh, you mean it wasn't the car wash, right?
Yeah. How did that go?
You know what, my man? It went absolutely great, man. It went absolutely
Oh, good.
great. We got there. I got there probably like around. It started at 9. I got there like around 9:20. There was already a few.
Right.
There was already a few cars being washed. And then me and my homeboy Shorty met up here at my house. We took the canopy tables, and when I got there, there was some of Robert's family there. They were setting up tables. At the end, we had a few tables, canopy. They were some were selling
Good.
food for donations, and we must have watched well over 100 cars.
All right. Yeah. This is Surfer Frank.
Yes.
The waves were 1 foot, so I should have gone because there was no waves this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, you should have came through. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, next. Hey, but I got this story. All right, so Sunday I go to 24-hour fitness.
Okay.
And I go swimming at the pool, and the employee comes out with the mask. The 24-hour employee.
Right.
Hey, are you on the list? I go, no one told me to put my name on the list. And he said, well, you got to get out. And he told me twice, get out. And I go, okay. So I take my earplug out with my middle finger and my thumb.
Right.
And I go, what the F? So, I did cuss. But I go, excuse me, ma'am, why are you excluding me from the pool? So I said that twice. The employee ran out of the room, went to get his manager. His manager came back and told me that I am not allowed to use 24-hour fitness in Downey, all of them, because I did not call him by his pronoun.
What's his pronoun?
He's a male or something.
Right.
I did, but he looked like a girl. I just was being quiet. Remember, I told you.
Oh, so
I work in Texas.
Is it a transgender guy?
Guys.
Is it a transgender guy?
Yeah. He was a whole, and then the manager goes, he was on the phone with corporate. You go, yeah, sorry, man. I'm like, dude, what did I do? You flipped them off. I didn't flip them off. I told him I took the earplug out of my ear with my middle finger and my thumb.
Right.
And I said, ma'am. And he got all offended that I called him ma'am.
But it is a woman that turned into a man, right? Or a transgender.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but come on. I had that issue.
No, but dude, how do I go to court? I go, I call my sister. I want to go. I want my membership back from Downey. 24-hour fitness here.
Oh no, you take.
What do I say?
You take no. The only thing you do is take them to small claims court. I think most. Listen, to be completely honest with you, I think if you actually called them and said, listen, or even emailed them, but you would have to. That's the thing. You have to go through hoops. You gotta sit there and email. So listen, I got out of the pool.
Yeah.
I saw this person. I thought it was a woman, and it is a woman. I get she's a transgender, wants to be a male. If you would have sat there and kept saying, no, you're a woman, and started pushing up on him, I got to say him now because now they say no. If you would have kept there pushing up, no, you're a woman, then that's a different story. But if you just sat there and he got, see, you can't even say she, and he got, it's dude, that community, listen, God bless the LGBTQ community, but it's very complicated. And you can't expect us all to just write it. And that's the problem with a lot of society nowadays. They expect everybody who's a little bit older, who's not hip to their woke game, to completely understand it. And it's almost to an older person, it's almost like giving an older person a Apple computer and say, here, figure this thing out. And you're like, what the hell is this, brother? It's unfortunate, Mr. Surfer Bam, but like I said, your best bet is either I would probably call corporate and tell them something. I guarantee you those guys are probably like, man, here's your money. Have a nice day or something, brother. Hey, but thank you for the phone call, brother. Appreciate it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
but the thing is, I was trying to defend myself because I told them, I said, man, because I work in Texas and the Midwest.
Right.
And that's common courtesy to tell a woman. And that's what I mean, ma'am, but that's the way, I've been trying to be polite. So, all right, buddy.
All right, buddy. Thank you for the phone call, brother. That's complicated, man. Nowadays, you can't. It's almost like you don't know what you're doing. I remember, who was it? Was it a chick? It was somebody at Home Depot. I had the same thing, man. But Who was it? Was it a chick? It was no, it was a yeah, it was a chick that I called a dude or something or another. But I was like, well, how can I tell, brother? I'm sorry, I can't. All right. Oh, look who's in the house.
Boo boo.
Hey, hold on. Hey, boo boo.
What's up, man?
Hey, dirtbag.
Am I on the live or what?
Yeah, you're on the live. Hey, you know you can call my phone direct, right? You don't have to call my Google number.
Yeah, I said, hell no. I want to become a participant. There we go. Hell no, man. I want to give that other caller before me, man, with the 24-hour fitness, man. Hey, what I'm saying is, like, why is all these people got to be so damn rude? You know, when you come into a place of establishment and you come in with say a mask, without a mask, or you're standing in the wrong place, you know, these workers are rude to you. You know, like, hey, you can't stand there. It's like, fuck, you could come at me a little bit more, like, fucking respectful, you know?
Yeah, you would listen. You would think they would want to de-escalate it, but a lot of times, I think what it is. You know what I think it is, boo boo. I think it's COVID fatigue. I think we've gone through this thing for so long. We've gone this way. We've gone this fake. We've gone back and forth, and now and people are just sick and tired. And I'm sure the people at the stores are kind of sick and tired. But his situation is like, dude, I mean, you look at Chick, so he came out and said, you know, sorry, ma'am, and he was trying to be respectful. And all of a sudden, hey, have you seen that one at the liquor store where that happened, boo boo?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Which
dude,
one is
you got to YouTube it, man. It's probably called. Right. I would say, listen, if you look the aggressive she-male at a liquor store, it's this big old dude, like around 6'3", maybe like 200 pounds, right? With a wig on, but it's a fucking dude, fool. It's a dude, and he's in there arguing with the cashier guy. You know what he's telling him?
What?
I'm a fucking lady. And the guy's like, okay, ma'am, I'm sorry. No, you called me sir. I'm a fucking. And he's telling her, I'll take you outside. I'll kick your fucking ass. And the fucking cashier's like, okay, ma'am. I'm like, man. I would if I was in the liquor store, man. If I was behind, I would have said, dude, look at you. You're a fucking dude. Hey, he looked like one of those, like a cheap Hollywood transvestite fool, looking like a straight.
Came in looking like Shaq in the pizza commercial. The new employee.
Yes, bro. Came looking like Shaq with a wig, talking about, I'm a lady. You better talk to me like I'm a lady. That guy, that's an aggressive fucking lady right there.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, man. I just called in to talk some shit.
We ready to party, boo boo?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll be at your house first thing in the morning, buddy.
All right, playboy. I'll see you in the morning, fool. There you go.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Boo Boo's leaving the building. All right, brother, late. Yeah, dude, that liquor store one was fucking comedy, man. That guy's like 6 foot something. I'm a fucking lady. You better talk to me. I was like, Jesus Christ, if you was a lady, I hate to see when you were a man, homie. Dun dun. You're all over. I don't know about this guy. The dirtbag gang is in the house. I need to make a thing that goes. Oh, I got one. Wait a minute. Where's it at? That's the wrong guy. Don't mess with that fool. All right. That's the one. The dirtbag gangs are blowing shit up. There you go, player. There you go. Wow. Okay. Please retire your video. Let's talk about. Which one is that one? I don't know what video you're talking about. Please retire your video. Let's talk about what? I mean, let's talk about what? I don't think I have to retire. I think you would just have to not watch it. But let's talk about what? Retitle. Oh, this one? Who cares, brother? Who cares? Now we can do whatever we want. Why do I gotta retitle it? Why? Please. Oh, retitle this one? It's a live stream, brother. I can retitle when I'm done. What's wrong with the title, carnal? What's wrong with the title, oh boy? Okay. What is your time? It's your time, no matter what. Yeah, pretty much, man. It is. When that happens, it happens, carnal. But yeah, George, I'm not retitling nothing, brother. Just because of that. Mask lives matter. Yeah. Oh man, I got a little one of those. I'll tell you right now, man. Hey, America Show, did you hear about the female vendor that got attacked in Linwood? Seems like the media doesn't want to say they're hate. Well, no, of course not, brother. If black people do it, they're not hate crimes. They're impoverished, poor people that don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I heard about it, man. It was a Linwood lady who got attacked by 4 ladies and 1 guy, man. And it's just a sad situation that the media will not cover and refuse to cover, brother. Hold on a second. Let me see what you got. Little Danny, what's going on? Play what you want to talk about.
I want to say what's up, Gil, and I just want to say I work in HR. I won't say which company, but we have to change up our pronoun game too. We can't refer to anybody as he or she at all.
That's insane, fool. That's insane.
It is, man. So, I mean, I literally had to go over years of paperwork and change everything.
No, in the paperwork?
In the paperwork,
hey, but wait a minute.
Wait
a minute. That is so wrong on so many levels. Aren't we the majority?
This is true, but, I mean, I even did
the
new sexual harassment. I did the new sexual harassment training, too, an hour, and you can either identify as male, female, asexual, and all sorts of.
So what are you, it?
Options. Apparently, man, I'm the weird one now because I'm a normal male.
You know what? It's coming to this point in this country that, if you're a normal male or normal female, because trust me, my wife and I have this conversation all the time, we're the ones that don't know what's right. No, get out of here. Listen, okay, let's have this conversation real quick, right? When it comes to homosexuality, LGBTQ, whatever you're lesbian guy, I don't give a shit. More power to you. What you do in your bedroom, in your house with your partner, that is your business, just like my wife and mine is my business, correct? But to sit here and just push this down our throat to say this is good for the next generation, it's not. I hate to. They say, well, there's no such thing as normal. No, there is. But you being different doesn't make you like disgustingly normal, maybe to the old generations. But at the end of the day, most lions and lioness get together. Will there be a couple gay lions? Yeah. But you're not going to say, oh, well, that's not a lion anymore. That's not whatever it is. That's a certain breed of cat. No, it's a fucking lion or whatever it is, or a dog or, a cat. But it's like they're changing all these names just to push what they push. And as far as their agenda,
true.
Much power, dude. They got a lot of power going to the agenda. That's why I keep telling people, wake up to the truth, man. Wake up to our own agenda because everybody's got an agenda. And if they can sit here and no longer be able to be labeled a he or she, so what's going to happen in court next time? Do you see the defendant? Yeah. You can't say, is he in the room? No, Your Honor, I object. He is not a he. He is a it or something. Come on now, man.
Trust me, man. I've been having trouble just normally writing emails. I have to stop myself before I send anything out to make sure I didn't refer to he or she.
Oh, dude. You know what? That's what my wife tells me. I could never work corporate. I could never. Like, I work construction. It's probably one of the last few kind of like straight male jobs where you can bust somebody's balls and you're not disrespected. It's just, you're talking to somebody like a man. But that's sad, dude. I also heard nobody can tell you, oh, man, that's a nice shirt.
It's probably going to get to that point.
No, one of my brother-in-laws, their company, he says they took the program, they watch a video, the sexual harassment video, and in the sexual harassment video, it said you can no longer tell a coworker that they look a certain way. You can no longer tell them, oh, hey, that's a nice hat, or that's a nice shoes, or whatever it is. I'm sure girls tell each other, hey, that's a nice blouse, or whatever it is. You can no longer compliment anybody at work, just like you can no longer say he or she. But you know what that's from also?
What's that?
That's from lawsuits from dirtbag, and they ain't art dirtbags, from dirtbag attorneys. That these people get onto their feelings, so it's kind of like these companies, but it's sad because these companies got no backbone. Because these companies rather fold to something that they know is bullshit, man. Come on. How many, company-wise, how many transsexual people across the board are in the companies? It's such a small percentage. Now we're gonna sit here and change he or she because, oh, that's disrespectful to me. No, man, get the fuck out of here. That's such bullshit. It's sad that these guys don't have the balls to sit there and say, no, man, listen, I don't care what you want to call yourself. If on your paperwork you want us to call you she, if you want the rest of the coworkers to call you she, we have no problem with that. I could see as a boss, I would say, listen, Mike all of a sudden comes in one year. Mike says, I want to be Janet, right? I'll say, listen, Janet, you want to be called Janet from now on? No problem, Mike. This is the last time I call you Mike. I'm calling you Janet. I will get the whole crew together. Call this guy Janet. Oh, I can't say this guy. Call this woman Janet, and that's it. And then that's it. But you don't change the policy and the names for everybody else. I think it's wrong on so many levels, brother.
Oh, it is, man. And I'm getting used to it. But, I mean, it's just work. But, I mean, I respect anybody. Do whatever you want to do. But like you said, man, why do we have to conform to a very few? Do what you want to do. But, hey, at the end of the day, there's a male and female. I'm sorry.
Hey, brother, thank you for the follow-up, man. I appreciate it, my man.
Thank you, brother. Have a good day.
You too. At the end of the day, people, that all comes down to what we're pushing, man. We like I always tell you, we got to push our line, homie. We got to push that Cali-Mac line. People think, oh, here goes this guy on his rants and saying, that's what's going to continue to happen across, especially if you live like in California. Phoenix is getting a little bit there. Texas got a long way to go, but a lot of Californians are moving over there, people. Yeah, dude, it's bullshit all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't think the American Cholo Channel is going to get canceled. They're going to come. They're going to come for me, homie. Oh man, yeah, BLM might be a terrorist group. They called non-binary. I don't know, brother. They can keep that. Sioux culture has sprung forward. There you go. Wolf Lares, how you been, player? LGBTQ stuff because no company or corporation wants to be sued or discriminated. Yeah, because they don't want to be sued because they have a good alliance with the BLM and the LGBTQ has a lot of power in Hollywood, and they start using their influence to bash companies and will try to sit there and destroy companies. But that is not some grown folk stuff. That's some childish stuff, man. That really is. That is like, no, you're gonna call me this, and I'm gonna make you call you. That's bullshit, man. I call him that. I think that's bullshit. Let me see who's calling. What's up, player? What you want to talk about?
Frank again. Hey,
Surfer Frank. What's up, Surfer Frank?
Hey, okay. I was working in Mishawaka 2016, and Mishawaka's up there by Notre Dame.
Okay.
And I got to meet the guy named Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
I think you've heard a book about.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's the guy. Now I got to see when he got in trouble with the C-16 issue. Now all that I never thought that stuff would have come out here, but it's here now.
Yeah.
And this is what he got mixed up with Trump and the Trump bullshit. But Jordan Peterson, if you could read his book, dude, you're going to see things on a whole different level. And I'm a Jordan Peterson guy, so that's where I'm coming from.
I'll check it out, Frank. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, just letting you know. All right.
No worries. That's Big Frank the server in the house. Loyal subscriber, loyal caller, bro. I can say that about you guys over there. No, I'm just playing with you. Hold on, let's see what you got. Also, they want equal women to mean racial. Listen, okay, this is the it's such a hustle at the same time. And they'll call me, they'll call me a racist, they'll call me a sexist. Nah, I'm the motherfucker that's going to tell you the truth, man, without sugarcoating and bullshitting you. These are the same group of people that will sit there and tell you that a male transgender playing in female sports is equal and there's no difference. Nah, get out of here. If there's no difference, I call you he or she, player. Let's see what you got. What's up, Cisco? What you want to talk about, homie?
What's up, brother?
Talk to me.
I have a quick question for you. Actually, more of an opinion. So,
shoot.
28 years old. Got my daughter. She's starting kindergarten in August.
Okay.
And I was reading through all the application forms, and one of the forms stood out to me. So it's telling me that when she starts first grade, they're going to start educating her on sexual human parts.
Jesus.
Explaining how masturbation works for male and female. And I just wanted your opinion, man. Don't you think that's a little bit too early of an age and great to start educating our kids on that?
Listen,
I mean, their whole thing is they're saying that since rape and sexual assault at its highest ever, they want to educate kids at a young age to show them what's right from wrong. And from a certain point, I understand, but at the same time, it's like, dude, that's way too much of a young age to start talking about that stuff.
Yeah, brother. It's crazy. It's like this, man. At first grade, you're saying?
First grade,
okay.
Yeah, that's what the application.
At first grade, you're not going to comprehend what all that stuff is. At first grade, you tell a kid, these are your private parts. Nobody touches your private parts. If anybody ever touches you in a bad way, you tell mommy or daddy. Plain and simple. That's been always the same one. You're not going to sit there and tell a kid about intercourse. First of all, they shouldn't be hearing it at that young age. And it's almost like they're, and I'm not into the conspiracy stuff, but it's almost like they're indoctrinating these kids to be more sexual, but at the same time, the same kid that you're indoctrinating to have sex, like to show them sexual stuff, is the same kids that a lot of people are saying, you can't let them pick their sex. They're not male or female. They still have it. Like, come on, people. No, again, it's what it is now. Normal people, we're not normal anymore. You know that? People who think that we shouldn't be teaching kids at 1 year old about sex, we're not normal. People who see somebody who looks like a woman and calls her a she, you're not normal because you should see that she's not a she. She may be a he. Like, no, dude, what do you want, homie? I see a black cat. It's a black cat. Oh, well, that cat might not want to be called a black cat. Well, then tell him to change his color. Jesus Christ.
Right. So the thing that made this question come up too is because I have a friend, and his daughter is in, I think, the 4th grade or 5th grade, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Well, they made her the leader of the lesbian club. She's not even lesbian, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
She's just a tomboy. She just likes playing with skateboards and scooters and playing hockey and stuff like that. And the school is just assuming that she's lesbian. So she got in this big depression, and now they have her on antidepressants. It's like, come on, man.
And that's what's going right now. It's a sad thing. It's almost like some of these kids, just because of what they're seeing and the influence, they're getting pressured into saying, I'm lesbian, I'm gay. And some are saying, then you got some artists saying, oh, I'm not either, I'm this. Back in the days, we call it a trisexual when you're older. You're just a freak. But nowadays, they can't call you a freak. You're just, when we mean a freak, I don't mean a freak of nature. It's like Rick James said, super freak. You know, grown folk that just like going with them, they're freaks. But nowadays, no. Oh no, they have so many phrases. I don't even know what the phrases are, dude. I knew gay, bisexual, transsexual, but they have so many phrases now that it's almost like a cool thing to be that. And sadly, there's these young people that are, first of all, when you're young, you don't even know what's going on in life. You're still trying to figure out. Then you got some adults telling you, oh no, you're homosexual. Oh, you're this. No, man, no. Think about it. Who's really pushing the issue? We're not. We're just letting the kids, okay, you're a boy, you're a girl. Now we're going to throw another 20 things into it?
Right. All I want my daughter to worry about, man, is what's for lunch and what time is recess. You know, that's the last thing I want her to be talking about.
And even then, she shouldn't be worrying what's for lunch, maybe what's for recess, because she's a kid. She should be enjoying her fucking life, man. That's
it, man. Well, I just wanted to get your opinion, Gil. Watching your videos, man, and support everything you do, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate the call, man. One love. That's what's up, man. It's nuts, brother. It's nuts. But again, people, they're pushing an agenda. We're too worried about being gangster. We're too worried about this. We're too worried about how cool we're looking because nobody wants to talk politics, man. Politics is boring, Gil. We don't want to talk about politics. That's just boring, Gil. Politics is going to have your kids looking at sexual stuff at the first grade. That's politics, players. And it's going to get worse and worse. Politics is going to have your young kids saying, oh, wait till Junior comes home at 11 years old and tells you, Dad, I don't want you to call me Junior anymore. Just call me Jay, because I don't know if I'm a boy or a girl. Not because he really feels that way, because that's what they're trying to teach these kids. It's like, no, come on. I hate to break the news to you. Normal is boy and girl. Does that mean that when you're not a boy and girl, you're like no, it just means that's the norm, brother. It's just the norm. Zebras have black and white stripes. That's the norm. When you get like an albino zebra, it's not the norm. It just isn't. But they're kind of pushing it down your throat, brother. And it's a shame, man. Power outage, huh, Junior? I don't know, JR. Where you got the power outage, homeboy? I'm still up and running, carnal. Maybe you didn't pay your bill, fool. It's the rainbow world or word, but word, yeah. Let's see what you got, man. Have your children be good, and that's that. Yeah, pretty much, man. The devil's working to the Democratic Party. Yeah, they might be, man. They're working to the Republican Party too. Don't let those guys fool you either, player. Put your feet down. So was Charlie Sheen a freak? Yeah, Charlie Sheen's a freak. Hell yeah, he's a freak, man. Yeah, who said he wasn't, carnal? Charlie Sheen was sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and that's why he caught AIDS, man. But nowadays, if you got money, you'll be good. Johnny Gio, mándalo a México por unos meses y se componen los cabrones. No, güey, se van a poner más jotos, güey. Nah. Shit. No, you know what I saw, and it's kind of sad, but it shows the power of the BLM movement and the African American movement. And when I talk about this kind of stuff, I'm not talking down on their shit, but it's just okay. It's overcrossing the boundaries, but people continue to bow down on them. I read an article today on Yahoo News. They were talking about it's a new movie that came out with a pretty much Latino cast. Heights. I think it's about a Puerto Rican place, dancing, the whole shabam, right? And pretty much the writer of the movie is breaking it down and apologizing. You know why? Because there wasn't enough diversity. And you know what diversity they were talking about? Afro-Latino. Like, Jesus Christ, but you guys got every fucking movie out there, everything. Now they're just trying to sneak into saying, oh, but we need more Afro-Latinos. 10 years ago, there was no such thing. You're just Latino. You're just Cali Mac. There's no such thing. Now, why? Because they want to separate it into, we need more black people, even in your Latino movies. I get it. There's always brothers. This is always going to be because you guys are part of the circle with us, man. But when there's brothers movies, there's not always Cali Macs in those movies. Think about that. Anytime there's a Cali Mac movie, there's going to be brothers in it. Anytime there's a brother movie, there's not going to be Cali Macs in it. They finally make a straight Latino-based movie out of New York, Bronx, whatever it is, right? And they're complaining already, there's not enough Afro. I'm like, I fucking almost lost it. I was drinking my coffee. I'm like, are you kidding me here? Are you kidding me? These guys finally got a movie that's out there that's based on, the culture out there in the East Coast with, Cali Macs, Latinos, whatever you want to call them. And the thing is, it's not, we need more Afro-Latinos. Oh, Jesus, brother. Oh, Jesus. So, I don't know. But that's where we're heading. But if we continue to bow down, we're going to continue to be chumped out, homeboy. You guys figure it out, carnal. At least with me, I say my piece. I can look in the mirror without having to worry and be like, oh, man, I didn't say this and that. Nah, man, this is bullshit. I call bullshit, carnal. Let's see what we got over here. Da-da-da-da. Hello. This guy hang up? Oh, there we go. What's going on, brother? What you want to talk about? Hello. Yeah. Yeah, see, what? It's some guy that's getting gayed out, but what he doesn't know is, you're not you're not live on air, jackass. You're not live on air. I'm gonna let him, right now. See, he's actually on the phone. He's talking to himself. He still thinks he's talking. He's looking for Big Daddy. Let me see if he's still talking. Yeah, he's going strong, brother. He's going strong. Let him keep going. Maybe he'll get off. Good luck, brother. Good luck. Let me see if he's still going. Oh no, he stopped. Shit. That guy was. What's up, Joe? What do you want to talk about, player?
So the topic is about mask and regulations, right?
We're talking mask regulations, a little LGBTQ, all kind of crazy stuff right now.
Okay, it's all good. Nah, I just wanted to say, in regards to the mask, I don't know if we should force people to wear masks and whatnot, but because there's a thing called long COVID or sequelae of COVID. I don't know if you heard about it.
All right.
And a lot of people are getting in, it's like when you get COVID, right? But you don't get better. You get like lingering effects, so to say. And doctors are still trying to like.
Let me ask you this, and be truthful, right? Ready?
Mm-hmm.
How many people you know that got that?
Me, I got it.
And what do you got?
Well, everyone's different, bro. Like some people, they get like, it's like I get chest pains and headaches.
Did you take the vaccine?
Other people, they get. Sorry?
Did you take the vaccine?
Yeah, but I've been dealing with this for about a year now.
Because
since like March of 2020.
I know a guy personally that took the vaccine and he's kind of having the same, not as bad as you, but he's got those issues.
Mm-hmm.
But with your situation, you got it. There's people that get that. I mean, it's just some people that got the COVID and their taste buds haven't worked in a year or so. I mean, there's just different outbreaks for different people. But let me ask you this now. I understand you got it, right? But because you have it and you're a very small percentage, should the rest of the world all of a sudden change the way they live?
Oh, no way.
and that's kind of the same way I feel with the LGBTQ, because you have your certain sexual preference. Should the rest of the world conform to you? And that's kind of what they're doing as well. With
the long COVID, right?
Huh?
You're talking about?
Oh, no.
You're referring...
Well, I'm referring to like the gentleman was saying that he's a HR guy, and now from now on he has to go back and change you can't call everybody he or she anymore because the company doesn't. You can't say that anymore, and that comes down to because of transgender people or whatever it is. They don't want to be referred to that way. But again, that's such a small percentage, but we're being affected. The same thing with certain COVID stuff. I mean, I get it. You got it. It sucks. But at the end, should the rest of the country be affected because a small percentage is getting it? I think not.
Yeah. I also want to agree with you. I think one thing, I guess, that the media, I mean, they're not going to do it, but they should like not promote, but like just make it aware that, hey, people are getting COVID. It's like, I saw like all these articles saying that a couple athletes have been getting it, long COVID.
Right.
And then they're getting brain fog and all this stuff. But then there's like obese people that you think if they got COVID, they drop dead. But they're like, no, they're getting, they're being asymptomatic. So it's like, you can't really say, hey, but you're getting COVID, you're going to die.
When did you get this thing and the symptoms?
I got it in March 2020, so it was like before you can even get testing, and all that stuff.
But yeah,
so you didn't even think it was COVID.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you're one of the original people that started getting it out here. But I'm saying now, where we're at, we went through the whole thing, right? And I think most people Now, I'm not talking about back then, yeah. But listen, I still, today was the first day I walked into a store without a mask, and everybody was wearing it. And I choose not to wear it now. But back then, yeah. But since they took the mandate down, I don't think we should be wearing masks. I think if you choose to wear a mask, it's going to help you not to get the flu and all that, because that it definitely did. I don't know one person that got the flu this year or last year. The flu's dead.
Yeah, true that.
The flu's dead. Hey, brother, but so is there anything they're giving you, or you're just kind of stuck in that limbo right now?
Oh, I'm self-medicating with supplements and herbs and all that because the medical establishment's a joke right now. They don't want to help us. I mean, they're trying, but it's going to be years before they find anything.
Well, see, that's what scares me about the vaccine, too, because they really don't know it. They're just kind of pushing stuff out, and who knows what the end result is once everything is all said and done. But I think the COVID, for the most part, it's over with, at least for us. For you, it's still going. I'm sorry to hear that. But for the rest of America or people who didn't lose somebody, it's like, all right, guys, in other words, we went through the war. We lost some people, but now it's time to get back in the game and start getting this work going on, start getting business going, because there's going to be a big, huge recession coming. Because if you haven't noticed, brother, your gas is up. Everything is up. Chicken. I went to get some carne asada the other day. $13 for ranchera, fool. That's insane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one thing I guess I can say is good is like it's been a year, so I'm definitely way light years better than what I was in the beginning.
Good.
But it's still. But yeah, there's people that are way worse than me, and I just hope they get the help, because it's kind of like when HIV started and cancer, back in the days in the beginning.
Yes.
They had no idea what to do with it, and now they have more, therapeutics and whatnot. So I hope that's what they do with the long haulers and whatnot.
Right. All right, brother. Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate the phone call, player.
All right, man. Take it easy. Keep up the good work. You're one of the original. I mean, I know you like being going to that genre, but
I went to the
you're
pinta,
one of
homeboy. I'm one of the original cholo genres, homeboy. How about that? I'll take that.
Yeah, there you go. Whatever they want to throw under you guys as the genre, you're one of the original ones I started watching.
I'm the American cholo genre, homeboy. That's what I am, carnal. I'm making roads, homeboy. I don't need to follow them. All right, player. Thank you. All right, homeboy. Late. But he got the COVID pretty much at the beginning, and that was crazy. We went, what was it yesterday? We tried to make it to my grandson's karate practice, and we tried to go up to Santa Clarita from North Hollywood, and we had to turn around. It was just too packed. It was around almost 5:00. It was just too packed, and that just told me the world's back up and running. I remember, was it a year ago? We're going to work. There was nobody on the 405, man. That place was empty. One thing for construction, the COVID was good because no traffic. That's all it was. The businesses were booming, but you guys better look at the bills, people. A sheet of plywood was costing $80. A stick of steel for the shocker guys costing $7. 2x4s $1 a foot. Everything is maxed out. Let's see who this guy is, man. What's going on, brother? What you want to talk about?
People there?
Everything. You know, it's another beautiful day out here in Southern California, man. How about yourself?
Man, just chilling, man. You know.
That's right. So
but,
talk to me. Talk to me.
My fiance, she put me onto your show. You know what I'm saying? She Mexican. She's from California.
Okay.
She wifey.
Okay, where you from?
I'm from DC.
Oh, you from DC? All right, talk to me, DC.
Nah, but I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, add my conversation onto a little. I seen the video you did about the little street vendors being attacked.
The which one? Go ahead again.
The street vendors.
Oh yeah, what's your take on it?
Okay, so as a black man, I'm gonna tell you now, married to a Mexican woman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Most black people in America are conservative, so we don't believe in that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because I would want somebody to intervene. Because if I've seen that somebody get attacked like that, especially somebody older, I would intervene because it make us look bad. Just like if somebody in your community, you know what I'm saying, was attacking somebody black, I would expect somebody. I want somebody to intervene in your community about that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with all that bullshit. They attacking street vendors and stuff like that. Because some people don't make that much money. You know what I'm saying? They trying to feed their family, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know, how you gonna attack somebody like that? But attack somebody will fight you back.
This is the thing, man. So you're from DC, right? Out here in Southern California. That's why I'll put a little history out there and people get upset. And they try to always paint guys from let's say, they'll say Chicano gangs out here in Southern California as racist, right? And it's not that, man. It's the same kind of bullying was going on in the 80s. Started going through the 90s, and we got tired of it. We started fighting back, but then it became a big gang thing, and they try to say it's a big racial thing. But what it is, it's such a disrespect for elderly. But I think in a lot of those communities, a lot of those African American communities, it happens to their own as well. It really does. But this is the sad part is there is a good chunk of African Americans like yourself that feel that way and know it's wrong. But the ones who have the influence won't speak on it. You will never hear an African American talk about another African American saying, hey, we're doing this wrong. And if they do talk about it, they'll call him an Uncle Tom. And that's wrong.
Exactly. And another thing, man.
Shoot.
Not to be me, but African, we not African, we black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Us and Africans are two different people. You know what I'm saying? We black Americans. We not African Americans, bro. We two different people, bro.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you that because I've met a couple of straight, real African guys at work, and they be like, these guys don't like me. I'm African, like they.
Yeah, bro. We two different people, man. We two different people.
Listen.
But like I said, though, man, we better off together, man. You know what I'm saying? Black
for
and
sure.
brown. We in the same predicament in America. And they all look at us like niggas. You know, so white folks look at us like all like niggas.
Hey, brother.
But that's all I want to say to you, man. I love you so, man.
That's right, man. Listen, I appreciate the phone call, my man. I'll call you DC from now on, homeboy. Call again.
Okay.
All right, brother. And that's what it's about, man. Listen, when I say certain things and I'm calling people out, I'm not calling out a whole fucking race. This guy, this gentleman, this black American knows damn well I'm not calling out a whole race. I'm calling out certain individuals that are of that race. But that would be the same thing on my end. But then people want to get onto their feelings. Oh, Gil, no, I'm not being racist, brother. What hurts more, words or somebody actually getting beat down? All right, we got Texas calling. Let's see who's calling. What's up, Houston? Talk to me.
American Cholo, what's going on?
What's going on, player? Talk to me. What you got?
Man, we've been seeing a lot of gang activity going on over there. It's like getting real live on Instagram Live and whatnot like that. How does that affect y'all in the streets?
It's definitely affecting us out here, man. Listen, Los Angeles, even though it wasn't a gang related thing, but my homie just got killed about 2 Sundays ago, right? Over trying to help somebody else. Some guy got the joint. What's going on out here right now in California, right? Is they're passing all these laws and regulations. They're letting a lot of people out of prison. They're letting people out of jail. They're not holding people as much. And there is certain people that should be getting out and doing the right thing. But the truth of the matter is, when you gangster with it and you're running that life, when you see an early release date, you don't give a fuck. Because I was the same guy. I see myself getting out early. I'm like, I'm going to go out in the streets and bang. I'm going to go out the streets and get my money. So right now, crime is going through the roof, brother. Murders are up. Robberies are up. Just property, everything is up. And these politicians out here, especially because the BLM movement just finished off and they're saying it's time to hug criminals. It's time to be. Listen, you ain't going to hug your way out of this problem. This problem is on parenting. If parents who are responsible and take care of business are most likely going to raise children who are responsible and take care of business. Parents who are in and out of prison doing dope are most likely going to raise kids who are in and out of prison doing dope. I mean, it's that simple, brother. But it's definitely affecting us out here, man. It's getting worse and worse. And I think a few weeks ago, it was like every day something was happening outside my house. That same Sunday that my homeboy Clumsy, rest in peace, passed away, I go to my mom's house. I open the gate for her. Some guy runs past me. They see it on my Instagram. Cops are chasing him up and down the street, back and forth. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I come back home. Some guy socking stuff full up on the street, chasing him on the street, gets a guy on the ground, starts punching him. The cops come. Dude, it's reminded me more and more of the 80s and the 90s, brother.
That's what I was thinking, something like that along the lines. Because it's trickling down to Houston also.
And it's going to continue because, I mean, you can't lock your way out of the problem. I'll give you that. But you also can't just keep releasing people and think that all of a sudden they've been rehabilitated. Why? Just because they're getting out? It don't work that way, brother. All right, my man.
Appreciate your time, man.
Oh, man, for sure. Shout out to Houston, player. Yeah, I don't know if you guys haven't noticed, man. Crime is going through the roof, man. It's going to continue. And they'll be like, oh, American Cholo, you got no heart for the criminals. Yeah, I look at the criminals all the time. I talk to them all the time. Homeboy, come on now. Hold on, I got to... There we go. Yeah, but crime is going to continue to go through the roof. It's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better because these guys have no clue, man. They just don't. They go with whatever the positive narrative, just like the DA Gascon. He doesn't. He no enhancements, no life sentences, no this, no. All right, no problem. But what are you gonna do? There needs to be a plan in order to make all this stuff going on, because all those policies, all they're doing is, all right, we're gonna release them. All right, we'll release them. Then what? You got programs for these guys? Are these guys gonna be on certain parole, some probation? Nah, they're just releasing fools, and homies are gonna do what homies are gonna do. I don't blame them. I'd do the same thing if I was getting out and I was a young buck at that time, and I'm still living I'm still about that life, homie. You about that life? You ain't worried about. As a matter of fact, I have a thing right there. I got it from the Youth Authority. It was in 1994. They're giving me the 3 strikes rules. These are the 3 strikes rules. It's a whole page. They give you life, they give you this. When I read that, I was like, I don't give a fuck, man. What the fuck is this? Straight up, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that paper. Nobody, fools that are out there on the streets doing what they do are saying, fuck that paper, fuck that law. All they know is, I'm getting out, fool. Yeah, I got busted with a strap. That's all right. No bail. Boom, you're getting out. So what are you doing? You're going in and out. Fools are thinking it's going to be okay. Eventually, you're going to get caught up. You're going to do a grip of time, and that's when you're going to figure it out. But in the meanwhile, fools are going to get shot. Fools are going to get killed. Fools are going to get robbed. It's going to be the wild, wild west, and it is. Anywhere you go in Los Angeles, you've had to have seen gang riots everywhere. It's going up. Violence is everywhere. It's going up. Anybody who's got the Citizens app, you can see it. It's going up, and it's gonna continue to go up. Players, good luck, huh? Batten down the hatches. What the sailors say, Cartan. Let's see what you guys are talking about, man. Somebody said get a damn job, man. Gascon is I don't know. Gascon's gonna be. I'm gonna vote to recall Gascon. He's out of there, homie. I quit my life of crime. I didn't like the retirement plan for life of crime is what is it? Maybe life in prison, getting paid like I don't know, a few cents an hour or something like that. It's a whole lot of nothing, or maybe it's a tent with a GR check for $900 a month for the rest of your life. I'd rather work, brother. I'd rather work all day long. They just want to run the criminal bellies. They want to lock up people who work. Well, that's kind of how it's working. I mean, if I go out to the beach and put a tent out there with a barbecue and start grilling, they're gonna come up to me and tell me, "Hey man, you can't camp out here." And I look like there's 100 other people. Oh yeah, but they're homeless, bro. Come on, brother. But I'm actually gonna go if the sheriff doesn't kick all the guys out of Venice Beach, I'm gonna go camping over there. Watch. Let's see what you got, Born Supreme. Gil, what are your thoughts on the soft story retrofitting on smaller, older buildings? Legit and necessary or a scam? Mind you, all of these same buildings have survived all of the major quakes up to now. I think it is a good plan because there's a lot of those that were made with wood beams, and I think that's probably the reason they're doing it. And they're sagging, and they will fall eventually. Board Supreme's talking about, especially if you live in the LA area, you go through these apartments, you'll see like a cutout where all the parking structures are at. Whatever there was there before, if you don't have a straight certain size column beam and a steel beam across, they're making you retrofit it, which means upgrading and put it up to today's standards. I think it's actually a good thing. It's probably costing, let's say a building that has 12 units, and you're doing it for, because I've done a few of these. You're probably paying about to retrofit the building, maybe 10 or 12 grand, brother, per like not each bay, but for the time you're all said and done, maybe 16 grand. But it's part of doing business. I don't think it's that much of a hustle. I think it was majorly needed, and they found that out, especially during the Northridge earthquakes. That's why a lot of buildings didn't have anchor bolts. And what I heard of the Northridge earthquake is a lot of those anchor bolts were not in the concrete. Because what happens, people, is when you got a building like this, right, and it's bolted down to the ground, what happens is earthquake goes, it makes it go like that. You got these anchor bolts in there. That's when, if you see any kind of framing, you'll see what it does. It holds it to the foundation. Well, when the building and the anchor bolts are not connected to the foundation, what happens is this is the thing, the anchor bolts, your building will come off the dirt, and then when it comes down, that's when it crushes. And I think that's pretty much what happened in Northridge. So I think it's a good thing. Recall Newsom. Yeah, I'm voting to recall Newsom too. Newsom's got to go, boy. Newsom is gonna make California like San Francisco. It's gonna be a place where you can only live if you're rich, or if you're a straight dirtbag living on the streets, where they'll give you housing and they'll help you with the housing. They'll take care of you, man. That's the only way, brother. Mr. Jaime Puente, saludos, G. I'm with you on that camping at Venice Beach. Let's do it. There you go. Yeah, let's see what happens to let's see if the sheriff gets him out of there. But we're gonna eventually do the camping there, and we're gonna do the camping in front of the mayor's house. But the mayor's gonna live to India, so we gotta see who the new mayor is. There was this politician trying to pass a new ordinance, which is a regular ordinance like it was before, where you could not camp on the sidewalks anymore. And he's trying to pass it. Nah, man, they push it into some committee. They're going to do more investigation. Why not pass it? Get these people off the sidewalks, man. They're all over the place, brother. Homelessness has become a plague. It has really become a plague, and nobody wants to talk about it. Homelessness is the worst problem in Southern California. But the thing is, we don't have a home. We got a drug problem, man. And it's only going to get worse. To me, it's more props to the sheriff. The Sheriff Villanueva, he's putting in work. He's out there talking crap to these guys, and he's saying, you guys said you guys are going to fix this problem. They're not doing anything. Whether it's the mayor, whether it's the governor, with your local politicians, they are doing absolutely nothing. So the sheriff's saying, you know what? I'm going to clear this place out. I'm going to take these guys out of here. No, we need to look into it. We need more money. the government, okay, Gavin Newsom, mayor of LA, any of these local politicians, you know who they are? They're the dirtbag contractors. Oh, no, you got another change order. We need more money. Oh, but this or that dirtbag mechanic. Oh, well, no, this, bro, I need more money. I've paid for this thing time and time again. I've raised my taxes time and time again. I've given you money time and time again. And when you come with them and say, hey, what are you guys doing about this homelessness problem? Oh, I didn't tell you? We need more money. Well, fuck you. I'm not giving you any more money. This is it. We have given these guys all the money in the world. And what have they done? They put bathrooms next to the homeless. That's like you having a roach problem and you put candy bars next to the sink, brother. No, you don't put bathrooms there. You get these guys out of here. You get them help somewhere. You put them in a tent city where they can't sit there and just sit there and get bigger and bigger. Because what's going to happen is this, people. Your kids are going to watch these guys. It is no longer something to be shameful of to be homeless and drugged out. 20 years ago, ain't no homie gonna be all doped out like that. Nah, by that time you're gone. You're embarrassed to be in the hood, carnal. Straight up. You would be embarrassed to be in the hood all tweaked out like that. The homies ain't gonna accept you. Well, now, homies accept you. The politicians accept you. You get a little tent. Oh, you stay in a tent? Oh, feed me, homie. No, there's something very wrong with that. And that should not be normal to us. That is not normal. Selling your soul, getting tweaked out, just living on the streets, not caring. That is not normal. If you want to do that, go to Skid Row. Why? Because then you can figure out, dude, I'm fucking up. This is wrong. But as long as we continue, let them sit there and act like this is the party, this is the thing to do, they're going to keep doing it because they're going to think, this is normal. Everybody else is doing it. Why not us? No, you need to let people hit rock bottom, brother. You really do. We're enabling so many drug addicts in America, especially California. We are enabling these people. Oh, Gil, you're cold-hearted. No, I'm trying to get these people help. What you're trying to do, you're trying to keep feeding them that garbage and say, oh, you'll be all right. Why? Because it feeds your political machine, because it feeds your programs, because it feeds all this stuff. It's just a big wheel of money getting turned over. And when people complain, what do they say? We need more money. That's a great hustle. I wish I could be in a business where I can take as long as I want, never get the job done, keep doing what I'm doing, and every time the owner or somebody comes and asks me, hey, Gil, why is this thing taking so long? I need this business open. Oh, I need more money. And you give me the money because that's what we continue to do. We continue to give money, and we don't hold them accountable to it. Sorry. I went on my rant. There you go. Yeah, it gets frustrating, man. It gets frustrating to go through the same old shit, man. Where do I buy a tent? Nah, they'll give you them for free, carnal. They'll give you for free, carnal. Don't trip. Homeless concentration. No, it doesn't have to be homeless concentration camps. It could easily be this. It could easily be big old tent cities. Arizona did them. Bathrooms in there, showers are in there, everything's in there. That's where it's all centralized. Because right now we're driving around the whole LA County cleaning little places, and by the time we get done cleaning, we go back in a week, they're filthy with trash. No, we put all these fools in a certain area. You want to sit there and do that? This is your campground, homie. You're not gonna camp in the streets. And they say you have housing for them. Yeah, I got a bunk for them. It's not the Ritz. It's not the fucking hotel, because that's what they're doing. This is the shicey shit they're doing, right? I don't know if I told you guys yet, especially people who live in North Hollywood. Pay attention to this. There was a construction site on Bonner, right where Bonner and Burbank Boulevard, it's by the Circus Liquor, between Violent and Burbank Boulevard. This is Best Western Hotel that we're building, right? That Best Western Hotel, they already had the sign. They were ready to open. They pulled the sign off. Why? Because this is what these dirtbag politicians are doing. We got a bunch of little mini homes all over North Hollywood. These little tough shits. They have them across the street from the parks in North Hollywood, where I used to actually coach Little League. You got a bunch of drug addicts, and let's just be real. You got a bunch of drug addicts right across the street where kids play Little League. First of all, they put it in our city. Why? Because we don't get politically involved, and we don't got money. They don't put that shit in Sherman Oaks. They don't put that in Encino. They don't put that in Hancock Park. They're not going to keep putting it up on the west side. They're putting it on the east side. That's one problem. So now those people that passed that 3 months or 6 month little test at those little mini homes, that Best Western that was supposed to be built for tourists coming to North Hollywood or LA or Universal Studios, no, they're going to put those guys in there. They're going to sit there and subsidize $800 and they're going to pay $200 because they could pay off their GR. Like I said, they're going to make this place a place where either you got money, you can afford to live in the NoHo area, or you're living in a dirtbag type hotel place like the Cecil they put in downtown LA. Why? Because the state's going to cover it. And what hotel businessman's I'm going to say, hey, the state's going to book all these rooms. They're going to pay $800. The guys are going to pay $200. As a guy who's doing business as a hotel, fuck it, give it to them. Dude, take the Best Western sign down. But they're doing this all under the cover of everybody else. They're pulling permits and letting these places build, quote unquote, I'm building a hotel, but once the hotel's done, I'm taking the sign out and I'm putting a bunch of drug addicts into that hotel. And that's coming to a city near you. Don't think this is special and this is just my thing. That is coming to a city near you. If you live anywhere in Southern California, that's what they're doing. They're putting more and more of these guys. But as they're paying their rent, what help are they giving them? What help are they giving them? If they were to sit there and subsidize, I would subsidize this. If it's somebody who's sober, who's taking a drug test, who's coming in, who's a family man, who's lost his job, a woman, yes. But that's not the case. Let's be real. Most of these fools are doping out. That's all it is. They're doping out and they're getting a free ride, but the free ride is costing us as taxpayers money. And I mean, from you working a minimum wage job to you making $1 million a year, you're paying for this shit. And they're hustling you right in front of your face, right in front of your eyes. And what's happening? Your neighborhoods are getting worse and worse, and they're gonna continue to get worse. Sorry, this is the stuff I'm passionate about, brother, because this affects all of us, man. This really affects all of us, but these guys keep bamboozling us, players. They keep hustling us, players. Cali Max, we got the numbers. We got the numbers. Wake up. Tell your neighbors, hey, dude, look what these fools are doing. Are you okay with it? No. But why? Because we don't say shit. Porque somos Latinos. Nosotros nomás trabajamos, no decimos nada. How is that working out for them in Mexico with that government? Because don't think for a second that after 10, 20, 50, 60 years that this won't be the same shit. It'll be a place where you're rich or you're poor, brother. And the rest of us, they're going to push us out. They're going to push us out where it's hot as fuck. They're already doing that. And I keep trying to tell people, but they don't want to listen to Gilly. They think I'm crazy. They think this fucking Cholo guy's just a crazy guy. He don't know what he's talking about, player. But you guys will figure it out. We'll see. American Cholo for governor. We'll do the council first thing. But I'm telling you, this is what it is, brother. These guys are just a bunch of dirtbags that make. I think the council guy here in North Hollywood makes like $150,000 a year. All these guys make a shitload of money that doesn't go for their benefit and their pension. They make a whole shitload of money, but they are slaves to developers. They are slaves to people who give money and contribute to their re-election. They sit there and do whatever they want, and don't think for 1 second because they have a D next to their name or R that they're your friends. They're not your friends. They're there to get re-elected. They're there to put money in their pocket and their constituents' pockets, dude. Why? So they can get more money, carnal. It sucks, but that's what it is, brother. Yeah, you got to motivate them to work. Like I said, you get at the tent city, you put them there, and if they get tired of being out there, there's a rehab center next to that tent city, brother. There has to be. But we can't continue to leave these people on the streets like this. It's broken. But what do they say? We need more money. And they say we need to build more. No, build more means I need to give developers more rights to go higher, to go bigger. Oh, yeah, we'll rewrite this thing. So people have houses that are 1 story. Now you'll see 3-4 story houses. Why? Oh, we need more thing for housing. Nah, it's all about developers. Developers are getting everything they want by the BS hustle of homelessness. They say California is the homelessness capital of the nation. No, it is not. California is the drug addict capital of the nation. All right? Hear it here. California is the drug addict capital of the nation. They won't tell you that. They'll sit there and lie to you. Oh, but my statistics tell me this. Oh, I don't need statistics. I'm here every day, brother. I'm looking at this shit every day. We're in a world full of drug addicts. And when I say drug, I don't mean I'm demeaning. That's what it is. We're in a world full of drug addicts, and every day we continue to bullshit ourselves and say it's homelessness. It's every day we get more people on drugs. Do these guys want help? Yes, they want help. But as long as you just keep giving them stuff, they're going to keep doing it, brother. It's very simple. I don't know where these guys get their thought of, oh, well, the college professor said, no, Gil, we need to talk to them. We need to ask them how they're feelings. We need to give them stuff. Ay, qué pendejos, homie. Ay, ay, ay. No, you can't give them a work application, homie. No. I'm starting to see that in some parts of Houston, poorer parts of Houston are starting to be rich parts. Of course, it's called gentrification. It's coming to a city near you, man. Homeless people have a right to be homeless, just not around my house. They have every right to be homeless. If they don't want to work, no problem. And that worked for many years. But you know what happened? When it's time to go memes, you don't put a tent next to my house. You don't put a tent and a bunch of tents next to the sidewalk where people can't walk across. You don't put all your trash everywhere. No. Homeless people went wherever they went, brother. And they usually go to incorporated areas. Actually, Skid Row, I don't know if you guys knew that Skid Row didn't get there by chance. Skid Row was actually planned by the city of Los Angeles. They put these boundaries out there because this is in the, I think, like 50s or 60s. I could be wrong in the decade, but somewhere around there, right? They put these boundaries around the city of Los Angeles because they knew they were going to start fixing certain parts of LA. And what they would do is, like the saying goes, don't feed the bears. They would get the city people to lock all the trash cans and all the city parts around the border that they made, right? All the trash cans, all the stuff within that other border, they let you in, brother. They let you in there. And that's kind of what they made Skid Row for, but that also backfired. All right, let's see what we got, man. What's up, Mike? What you want to talk about, man?
You know, I'm listening to you talk, like you said, you're going on your rant and stuff. But don't you think all this kind of stems from poverty? You know, the problem of the haves and the have-nots. You know?
No, I do not. Okay. Okay. I'll let you talk. Right? You said poverty, right?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay, Mike. Check this out. If today I gave every single person in the hood, every single gang member in Los Angeles, okay? I promise them as a politician, I'm gonna give every single gang member in Los Angeles $5,000 a month, right? For the next 5 years, right? They're no longer poor, but do you think that all of a sudden their quality of life, that the murders are gonna go down, that the drug addiction is gonna go down, that all the problems that we have as social problems as people are gonna go down because I gave everybody $5,000 a month?
No, I don't think that's the money is not the problem. The problem is the poverty. The poverty is inherent in the neighborhoods. It's where the people live.
Okay, so
it's more than just money.
Okay, wait, no, but if I'm giving you the money, you're not poor anymore. I'm giving everybody $5,000, so they're making $60,000 a year. You're not poor anymore.
But see, anyone making under $100,000 is poor. The people that are rich are
Mike,
the millionaires and the billionaires.
Mike, okay, let's change it up. I'm gonna give every gang member in Los Angeles $100,000 a year. Do you think the gang problem's gonna get less or get better?
Well, I didn't know that we were talking about the gang problem so much. I thought we were talking about the drugs. And,
yeah. Okay.
You know, what you said is,
if I go, okay, I'm gonna go to Skid Row, right? I'm gonna go to Skid Row. Yeah. I'm gonna give everybody at Skid Row $100,000 a year. Do you think all of a sudden those guys are not gonna be?
I guarantee you they wouldn't be there next week.
Oh no, they wouldn't. They'd be up in the Ritz-Carlton. They'll be up in the Ritz-Carlton smoking dope, brother. That's where they would be. They would be in the Ritz-Carlton smoking dope.
I agree with you. I don't disagree with you. I agree with you. But what I'm suggesting is that as a nation, we're dealing with the 1% versus the rest of the system. You know, the people that are behind the curtains. But
when you're talking about the
it's based on our government.
No, listen, Mike.
It's based on our government.
When you're talking about the 1%, right, and the money, yeah, they do have all the money, and we need to get some of that down here. But you're kind of mixing that with the drug problem. The drug problem is something that it's
the drug problem comes from the poverty, from the single mothers and the people who live in the zones where they're out there pushing dope because they don't have no money.
Okay.
I mean, there are social problems.
Yes, but that's the cycle. That's the cycle of violence, the cycle of gang, cycle of drug.
It's a horrible cycle. You're right.
It is a cycle, but that cycle, the only way we break that cycle is with parents. That's the big thing with parents, brother, and pushing
I agree.
Pushing that agenda.
Our parents nowadays are teaching. What we're teaching our kids nowadays isn't through parenting anymore.
Well,
it's
some.
Through all the
I would
all the cell phones and the social platforms.
That's a problem. But listen, with the drug thing. Yeah, like especially in Los Angeles, CIA is very well known. They were bringing dope in here. They made the crack problem. Do they have a lot of fault? Yes, the government has huge fault in what's going on in the drug problem in America. But the problem with the politicians on it, they're not addressing it, Mike. Nobody's talking about a drug problem. Nobody is. Have you heard one politician talk about, hey, there's a drug problem out here?
Well, yeah, I mean, they have been talking about it, but you're right. It's not pushed to the forefront. They don't do anything about it.
They hide it under homelessness because that way they don't have to deal with that problem. It's not a homelessness problem.
It's a huge issue too. I was in Portland 2 weeks ago, and the whole city has tents in front of every business. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's a drug problem.
All over the country right
now. A drug problem. We're having the worst meth and heroin. 80% of it is. We always had homeless.
Yeah,
we always will. But 80% of the problem we're having now is from drug problems, man. Hey, Mike, I appreciate the phone call, my man. All right, so let me. Let's see what we got. We got somebody else in the house. Hello. What's up? What's going on?
Hi, I think I came in late to your video, but you're talking about homeless, right?
Yeah, I put the mask thing. We went from homeless. We went Lgbtq. We're going everywhere. Yes, we're talking homelessness.
Well, I just cut the homeless part. This is me from Livermore. I was going to tell you, I was homeless for a while.
Okay.
And, you're absolutely right. I became homeless because my 15-month-old son, he started having seizures. And I was a single mom. I've always worked. I never got government assistance before or anything. And once my son started getting sick, we couldn't get any help. He didn't qualify for SSI for the condition that he had. And people assume just because, I had stuff, I had a car, and my kids were playing sports and stuff, they're like, you're not homeless, so you're lying. I'm like, no. But let me just get to my point. My point is that a lot of those organizations, like you're saying, they only want to help whoever they feel that they'll get an award for.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I experienced it, and, thank God we got out of it because we found some very caring people who, we were totally opposite. Like my kid was homeless and she went to Japan, because we pushed education. Pushed education and, I kept them in the stuff. So people saying that poverty, that's a bunch of crap. I'm sorry. I just have to disagree because I grew up in the hood and I never did drugs. I've never done drugs. To each his own, right?
Yes.
But I'm sick of people saying that they're a product of their environment because there are always choices. There are always choices. There's other options. I appreciate your time, and let's get back. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was a great call. So I will say this. I'm glad you got out of that homelessness problem, and I know you see the reality of it, that most people out there are just, they're on drugs and they're screwing up. And sadly, those programs that are there, they're giving so much stuff away, that's for people like her. You got a child with a sickness, you can't pay the bill. That should be that. But we're throwing all our resources on fools that are just doping out and don't want to work because they'd rather get high. One thing I will disagree with the last caller was as far as we are, a lot of us, a product of our environment. I was that for sure. A lot of my homies are that for sure. But now we're in a new era, people. We're in the era of the internet. We can all see where this is going. Before, when we were younger, we didn't know where this was going. We thought, listen, I'm a gang member. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Life's going to be good. I'm going to be calling shots over here, homie. Young guys can see it. They see the train wreck coming, but they just keep doing it because of low self-esteem. The drug problem is coming because everybody's getting high. Nobody's getting disciplined. It would be like you're going to a place to, let's say, steal some stuff, right? Let's say your friend goes and steals some stuff. Damn, hey, that fool got caught, man. They gave him a couple of years. Oh, shit, man. The other guy went to go steal some stuff. Hey, man, they got caught. They gave him a couple of years. You know what's going to happen? A lot of people will be like, I'm not going to go steal that place. But then they pass new laws, right? There's new laws and regulations at this place. When you steal, they do this. And you steal twice, they do this. You steal 3 times, they do this. What's going to happen? Everybody's going to go steal, man. Everybody's going to get a GR. Everybody's going to get a certain kind of help. Everybody's going to get a 10. Everybody's going to get high. Everybody's not going to care because they're only slapping you in the wrist, homie. And most of those guys out there, they want help. Every single guy that's out there wants help, or the majority of them. Just like every single gang member that's out there, believe it or not, they're looking for some type of acceptance. They're looking for love. Maybe I was looking for my mom to tell me, hey, Gil, I love you. Don't go out there. I don't know. But I wasn't getting at home. If I ain't getting that love at home, I'm getting that love from the homies, man. I'm looking to fill that void, man. I'm looking to fill that void. So a lot of these guys nowadays, they're filling that void with drugs. And the county, the cities, the people that are supposed to help them, you can't just sit there and tell those guys, hey, you want help? No? Oh, you want to stay here? Okay, well, while you stay here, I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to give you some clothes. No. Hey, homie, you want some help? No? All right, well, listen. It's fine you don't want no help, but you can't put your tent on this sidewalk. You can't stay on this underpass. You can't make it easy, because the easier you make it for people who are on drugs, the more they're going to use drugs. Ain't figured that out yet? Another thing, first step of recovery, I believe, is you have to admit you have an addiction. First step for us to recover from this crazy homelessness drug problem is for the city, for the county, for the state to admit our people have an addiction to drugs, man. Let me see what we got. Mr. Sanchez, what do you want to talk about, brother?
What's up, AC? Nice to talk to you, man. I love your channel, dude.
Thank you, brother.
Been a fan since you started it.
That's right.
I wanted to just bring up this idea that the guy that brought up the poverty. It made me think that maybe all of this is a problem of the lack of education. What do you think about that?
No, lack of education is huge, brother. Lack of education is that, but that all ties back into, like I be saying, parenting. I'm not saying it has to be a tool hassle. Parenting is what? You tell your kid, hey, you got to get up. Hey, you got to go to sleep early because you got to go to school. Hey, you got to brush your teeth. Hey, you got to comb your hair.
Right.
Hey, that's all parenting. That's all education. Doesn't absolutely mean right now, oh, you got to just do this college thing. But that is part of the education. Why? Because then you go to school. Hey, did you do your homework? Hey, did you eat your green beans? Hey, did you eat your, that's all education. And whatever it's like whatever we put into our kids is what we're going to get out. If we put garbage into them, we're going to get garbage out, brother.
Right, and that's what I want to say. Like, you know how our issues don't get pushed a lot in the media?
Yes.
And it's a lot has to do with it because a lot of us are uneducated, right? Like the Black Americans of the U.S., a lot of them are highly educated. A lot of them go to school and they get well versed in the topics, and that's why they're able to speak about it. They learn how to talk. They learn how to go mainstream. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, like Cali Mex, we're not into school, whatever. Solo trabajamos and no vamos a la escuela, so. Well, that's all we know how to do, you know what I mean?
Well, the main reason, I believe the main reason is this. The main reason that they have such influence, especially the brothers, because they get a backing. They get a backing from sports figures. They're so influential in sports, movies, rapping, everything, that they have such an influence that when somebody like, let's say somebody like me, if I was an African American, they'd be like, oh man, yeah, look, this guy's talking for us. But we don't have that. Ain't no actor gonna tell you, hey, American Cholo, you should check him out. That fool's telling the truth. Why? Because they're scared of what I'm saying. A lot of actors, a lot of people. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday. He's like, hey, Gil, you need to hit up all these politicians, come on your show. I said, brother, they're scared of me. I talk to them. I email these guys. I've sent them Instagram things. I'm like, dude, check out my channel. Don't be scared because it's called American Cholo. But I will hit topics that you guys are scared of. They don't. Why? Because I'm like, they don't know yet. And I have guys hit me up say, I agree with you, dude, but I can't step up because they're scared of their careers. But that's a sad thing because that means they're scared to sacrifice for the better good of our people, brother. And they're not going to lose because when they step up, I can guarantee you the Cali Max will be like, dude, I got love for this guy. Look what he's doing for us. They can be our Muhammad Ali. They can be our people coming out forward, but they're not because they're just happy getting the check, and that's it, brother. But life is so much more than that, and these guys hopefully will eventually start stepping up, and more people will step up to our cause, man.
Exactly, man. Hey, I appreciate it again, and I'm just here to push the line that, hey, if you guys are young in high school or about to go to early 20s, man, go to college, go to school. I just graduated myself.
That's right. Congratulations.
This shit changed my life around.
That's right.
Since man, you know what I'm saying? I'm from South Central, so it's all different over there now. Like, it's crazy how much college and school can change your life around. So
for sure.
And it's all free for us us ghetto low income people, it's all free for all Mexicans, all blacks that are poor and fucking ghetto. So
That's
yeah,
right, brother.
go to college, it's cool, man.
Appreciate the phone call, my man. For sure. Yeah, it's about education. It's about learning from one another. Like I say, this is why I do this for, man. I do this. A lot of people don't want to hear politics, but I think some people do. That's why we got the calls. We got people tapping in because it all affects us, man. And if we stay quiet, hey, we're gonna continue to be treated the way we have, homeboy. How's that working out for us? Jaime Puente, I definitely see exactly, actually, literally what you're saying all through the LA County, and yes, every day. And you know the real, Jaime. No vas a sacarla, güey. No vas a sacarla. American Cholo 2024. That's what we're doing, homeboy. They're scared. Drugs turn you homeless. Drugs come from where? So who's really at fault? Drugs turn you homeless. Drugs, well, I guess cocaine has come from a lot from southern countries, but meth is homegrown. I mean, meth is a beautiful homegrown. Meth is as American as apple pie, homeboy. So I don't know about that one, carnal. I teach my kids to the Kobe Bryant one. But they say we're oppressed in Mexico. I don't know who's we, but we might be. Free smoke tonight, yeah, for sure, man, for sure. God bless America. Yeah, dude, I say God bless America. A lot of people sit there, Gil, how you gonna say, come on, homeboy. Eric Garcia, you're back. Free dope interim. What? In return for free labor. No more food stamps passed out. No, listen, if that's the case, you can sit there and make some of those 10 cities and get them high over there. I mean, I don't know, but you need to get them off the streets. You need to stop making it normal for people to be on the streets shooting dope. I'm taking my mom to a doctor's appointment here about 3 weeks ago. There's a guy in the middle of the streets with his pants off, dude. I'm like, are you kidding me? Kids are driving by. The cops will drive by and won't say anything unless they get a phone call. That's how sad it is. Cops nowadays, they're not dealing with that shit because they know it's a bunch of paperwork and those guys are going to be walking right out. There could be a guy out there swinging his nuts out on the streets, taking a leak, and everybody, your wife's seeing it, your daughter's seeing it, they're driving by. The cops will do this. They'll look the other way. If they're not getting a phone call for it, the cops don't want to deal with it. The politicians don't want to deal with it. So it's up to you guys to deal with it. It's up to you guys to sit there and say that enough is enough. But as long as everybody just, I'm good. I don't want. Well, they're going to keep on bamboozling you, people. Food stamps. People are going to get robbed. No more food stamps. Listen, if you need the help, you should get the help. Straight up. But if you're a 20 to 30 to a 40-year-old male, you should be working unless you really have a disability, because nowadays anything's a disability. No, man. And if you are going to give them, let's say, certain stamps or something, drug test them. Gil, you can't drug test them. Oh, dear. The fuck, I'm giving you free money. If I'm not doing drugs and somebody says, hey, Gil, I will give you so much money a month, all I got to do is take a drug. Here's a little pee-pee. I give me a check. What's the problem? But no, because they're not going to give that pee-pee. That check's going to be gone, homie, because half of the fools are all doped out, carnal. Jesus. See what you got. Evelyn, thank you for taking my call. I didn't want to take up any time. No worries, man. Thank you for calling. Great call. Democrats equal homelessness. Yeah, they do. Work, no excuses. That's what I'm talking about. Call the cartel. Tell them to stop sending us drugs to your city. Then maybe we won't have so many. Yeah, good luck, homie. Don't you remember the CIA was bringing the most cocaine ever, and they're the ones that made the crack era out here in Los Angeles? But how soon we forget. Gil, the guy with his pants down, did you sock him? Check. No, but I don't even want to look at that geezer. It was some old, dirty old man. I'm driving by on Woodman and Roscoe. And I'm like, are you kidding me here? But that's what it is. That's anybody who's come to Southern California and hasn't been out here in 5 to 10 years will tell you what the hell's going on out here. But again, people, it's methamphetamine. Meth, the wonderful drug. Meth, it's coming to a city near you. Don't you worry about that, player. Jeez, meth is on everywhere, carnal. Sock check, all homeless. Yeah, I got the socks coming in. Carnal. All homeless people are getting food stamps. Gil is Democrat by his moral standings. Oh, yeah. I'm a Democrat that the LGBTQ community is going to get me. Listen, brother. A lot of people try to throw stuff at me to stick. Nah, it ain't gonna stick, homie. I don't care about any of that shit. Yeah, dude. If you ain't done meth, don't touch meth, man. Today I was speaking to some guys, and I won't say their names. Some guys who own some companies. I say, hey, what happened to these guys? They're on meth, homie. They're on meth, getting high as hell, and that's what it does, carnal. It destroys you. All you young guys. It ain't nothing cool about doing meth, homie. Ain't nothing cool about doing heroin. The sad reality is that in the hood nowadays, you got 18-year-old kids shooting up dope, thinking it's cool because the vatos do it, and they came out the pinta, and why, homie, come here, carnal. Get the fuck out of here with that, homie. Look at all these older guys that are high as fuck, because that's what you're going to be. That's exactly what you're going to be. They don't want to be that. I know for a fact they don't want to be that. But they're a slave to to the glass pipe. I mean, they're a slave to the needle. They're a slave to heroin. If you want to be a slave to that stuff, more power to you. You're going to end up with all kind of bumps and gashes and every nasty thing you could think of, brother. You're going to sell your soul for that drug, whether it's heroin, whether it's meth. You're going to sell your soul for that drug, brother. If you're willing to pay that price, get your money, brother. I am not, homeboy. Stay away from that garbage. It's not the government's job to give handouts, but they do give a lot of handouts out. Okay, people. So I'm gonna be getting out of here pretty soon. I got a nice little trip coming next this week. I will go live. Me and Boo will go live, probably from Fremont Street out in Vegas. We'll be at the poolside here around this time tomorrow. We're gonna be joining. We're a little bit of summer break. I got a couple guys we'll bring in here, but listen, these conversations are great, brother. This is what it's about. It's about us having our conversations. Appreciate the phone calls, man. Shout out to Julian, the mailman. The mailman came out on Saturday. Not post, but the mailman came out on Saturday. He shot us some water, shot us a donation. Shout out to every single person that came out to the Homie Clumsy's car wash. Any of the homies, hit me up. It's gonna be on next Saturday. So you guys have a great one. Have a great week. All you construction vatos, drink lots of water, homie. You're supposed to drink, I believe, at least one thing of water an hour, even if you don't want it, because you will pass out, you will turn red, or you will turn white, and by that time you're overheated and you're gone, homeboy. Hold on, we got one last one coming in. What's up, John? What you want to talk about, player?
Hey, what's up, Gil?
Talk to me, brother.
Nothing much, man. I was just tapping in for like the last the last 15 minutes, and
okay,
man, bro, you were making some real solid points right there, bro. Like, pretty much, like what also tripped me out is, most of the homeless, it's not like, oh, they're down on their luck, they just had to happen, some bad circumstances happen in their life, and that's why they're like that.
Right.
Most of it is that mess.
Yeah, it is.
And what is crazy though is, I live out here in San Bernardino, right?
Right. John, you there?
Are shipping them or what's happening if they're coming from other states, but like the homeless out here, like they look like they're morphing, man. They look like more aggressive. They look like they're tweaked. Like it's some strong tweak, or I don't know what's going on, man. But I've seen the homeless change around here.
No,
like
the drug
homeless, they were usually timid, and like now it's like
no,
wild,
they don't. What it is, it's progressing. And I've been telling, like, I talked to my homie Rooster about this. I said, listen, this is what's happening, fool. It's like the homies on dope. Every year, they're getting worse. They're getting worse. They're getting worse. So all these people who've been getting high for the last 5 years, 10 years, they're losing their mind. That meth destroys your brain cells, brother. So that's why you're getting a lot more people attacking people, killing. You hear about it all the time. Homeless are starting fires. It's a free for all. These are the zombies. These are our modern day zombies. And some people, but I feel bad for them. I'm like, dude, that listen, if your family member is on meth that bad, that's not your family member anymore. That's not your cousin. That's not your brother. They've turned into a straight zombie, and that's what's going to happen because it's going to progress. They're going to get worse, and they're going to lose their mind. But then that's when the politicians say, oh, it's mental health. No, fool, he's been smoking meth for the last 5 years. It's funny how the COVID, everybody died from the COVID, right? But when people have all that mental health, why don't they use the same standards they use for the COVID to say, no, he died of COVID? They should say, hey, he died from meth. He lost his mind because of meth.
Exactly.
that's what they need to do. But but the thing is that we need to sit there and hold these guys accountable, brother. If we don't hold these guys accountable, and that's the way we got to do it, brother. That's the only way.
Yeah, and on the accountability tip, see, that's the thing. The people that are supposed to hold those bad, those bad issues in our society, they're not even holding them accountable. They're not doing the most basic stuff as what a society is supposed to run. You can't have a civil. You can't be civil if you got like freaking shit and like needles on the street. And the people that are supposed to enforce those laws, they don't do anything. They just give them a belly rub and they give them a pat on the head and they'll be like, "Oh, yo, right, estás bien, mijo."
No. Brother,
freaking,
this is a war.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is a different. This is a classic, a class type of war. It's not a race war. It's not a political war. It's a class war. It's pretty much like they're trying to like squeeze out the middle class. Like they're trying to like. We're pretty much trying to make it like how you said, San Francisco.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to be.
And poor,
and that's what it's going to be.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say real quick. I don't know if you've seen a video of this guy out in San Francisco. I think it was Walgreens or CVS. Man, this guy, he just walks in with a freaking black garbage bag, and he starts like just straight arming items. He's just straight thieving in front of the security guard with a bike on, and he leaves like. He's like a reverse Santa Claus, He doesn't leave presents; he takes the presents,
No, but listen, that's what it is, though. It's because the policies they got nowadays. If you don't steal anything over $1,000, they're not going to charge you for it. And these guys, I see it all the time, brother. I see it all the time. They come into stores, they grab shit, and people don't do shit because you call the cops. They won't be there for 3 hours, and they're not going to charge them with anything.
Yeah, and also the store is in on it too, because I was reading up on that particular store in San Francisco, and they pretty much told their employees that
the policy.
Like you can't go go out and chase a man if they're stealing. If you see him stealing in the store, you can't tell him nothing. Just let him be because he's if it's a crime with poverty, then they won't enforce it. It's like, what? So all you got to do now is pretend to be your poor, bad. I jacked that lady.
If you get money, if you got a little bit of money, you're gonna get a ticket and go to jail. But if you're poor, you can go ahead and do it. What kind of message does that send? It's dumb on its basis, man. It's horrible.
Oh yeah. And if you think about the broader picture, I think it makes sense to those that run that system because if you think about it, so they're pretty much they've been jailing people that can't pay the prison fees. And everything that comes with the trial, and
right?
Court, so, all that BS. So now, they're trying to pretty much lock up people that actually got the funds, to try to protect themselves in the system, so they can leech off of as much money as they can.
Yeah.
Instead of just going for the poor sucker who doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
I mean that's the way that I see it, Because how else would it make sense? It doesn't make any sense. It's like it's like you take a kid from. Or you take a candy from a kid,
Yeah,
you
but
to the other kid, and you punish the kid, like that you took it from. So
I appreciate the phone call, man. I got another one coming in, man. Thank you for calling. I see. We gotta play. I don't know. I think the guy hung up. We're gonna keep going. I'll give it 5 minutes here. See they coming. Let's see what they got, man. Patty Sanchez, saludos, Gil. Say hi to your wife from me. She said hi. No, she's not here. She's at the store. She'll be back. I'm a capitalist. Everybody's a capitalist until the shit crashes and all of a sudden they want to get bailed out of capitalists. All right, let's see.
Call from.
All right. Mr. Vasquez, what's going on, brother?
What's up, Gil?
Talk to me, brother.
I wanted to speak on and see about how you feel about the two fibers smashing on that.
I don't really talk about. Yeah, I heard something about it, but I can't confirm or deny on it. Hopefully that guy gets what he's got coming, brother. And as far as dealing too much into the prison shit, I just don't, brother. I say give on to prison. What is prison? Give on to the free world. What is us, homeboy? If that makes any sense, player. Rest in peace, Gabriel Fernandez. For sure, brother. Appreciate the call. And I don't get into that shit. I'd rather get into the real politics. People think that it's boring, but the real politics runs your whole shit, player. I'm More capitalist for sure. Business is everything. Yeah, of course, man. All right, people. So this is it. I will we'll probably do a live sometime in a couple days here. Stay tuned. You guys have a great one. Like I said, thank you guys who came out for the car wash. Thank you guys all who called. Thank you guys all in the chats. I love how it's nice and positive. Everybody can sit there and say what they want without disrespecting one another. And that's what this platform is about. It's about us being able to get our message out there, our opinions out there. We can go back and forth and listen to it, man. You listen to a lot of us. We think a lot the same way. We may disagree on certain things here and there, but we can disagree on it on a positive way, brother. Let's see this guy. Hello. What you got to say, man? You're the last phone call, homeboy. Let's make it special.
Serio?
Yeah, fool. You're the last phone call, homeboy. Talk to me.
All right. Hey, I've been watching your show, man. Hey, number one, bro.
That's right, player. That's right. Where you calling from?
Hey, Santana, 714, Orange County, homie.
That's what's up, homie. Talk to me real quick.
Hey, what happened to those Paisas that got cut up for raping that one girl, man? In Orange County, those Paisas.
Which one?
Just look it up, bro. It's in the OC News, man. They raped the girl and they left her on PCH.
You know what? I hadn't even heard about that, brother. I hadn't heard nothing about that, to be honest with you.
It's like the world's crazy, man. Then they're shooting a 5-year-old, and this crap happens. Like, what the hell is going on?
It's getting worse, player. It's getting worse, man. And hopefully we're seeing the last. Well, we're not seeing the last end of the worst, but hopefully this is the peak of the worst, and it starts getting better. But as long as nobody does anything, we continue to keep doing what we're doing. It's only going to get worse, player. So thank you for the phone call. Shout out to Santa Ana, carnalito. Say your goodbyes.
All right, man. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, homie. That's what's up, player. All right, people. You guys have a great night. You know what it is. It's the American Cholo channel. We'll be doing a couple interviews here pretty soon. Like I said, sometimes I feel like doing interviews, sometimes I don't. If you're on the list, be patient. Be patient. Some people get pissed off. Why are you supposed to interview me? I will, players. I will. But meanwhile, we'll end this here. You guys have a great week. Be safe. Stay cool out there. Later, people.